Hey team, Steve here. Just wanted to give you a quick tutorial on an assignment feature that we've had for a little while now, but it may have gone unnoticed for many of us, and that is the ability inside assignments to create group work. So I'm going to start up just like I would normally do. I would set up my assignment, and let's say for this assignment, I'm going to have my students work on a group PowerPoint presentation. So as you can see here, I clicked on the new area, and because I want to give them a blank, in this case, I want to give them a blank PowerPoint to work on. And I could give them a blank Word document. If you're doing Excel spreadsheets, you can send the blank one to them as well, or a class notebook page as well, as you can see there. I'm going to start with a blank PowerPoint presentation. And for me, this presentation is going to be on the history of robotics. Okay, so they're all going to work on this together. So I'm going to click done. And you can see here, it's giving this blank PowerPoint right now. So that blank PowerPoint is there. You guys may note that it says students can't edit. We're going to talk about, or we're going to see something here in a sec. So I'm going to click on all students. And you see I have two options here. I have individual students. So each individual student is going to work on it. But that's good for if you want to differentiate. So I just want a certain set of group or a certain set of students to do this task. Or one of my students was absent. Missed that whole unit and I want to send this direct to them, I can do that there as well. So individual students, that's what it's good for. But in this case, I'm going to do groups, student groups of students. So I'm going to have two options here. So I can manually group my students or randomly group my students. So most of us in our classic environments are going to want to manually group them, but if you feel so inclined to have them randomly sorted by your software, you can do that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and click create groups. So here's my first group, and I have my roster, and I could go ahead and select the students that I want to go into this group, and I'll hit create. So that's my group one, and I'm going to go ahead and create a new group. I'm going to put my next 4 students in this group. And again, you could create them by 2 kids, 4 kids, doesn't matter. But all of your students will be in their group. And then I'm going to go ahead and click done. Now, mind you, here I can also recreate the groups if I made a mistake. I can go back and edit the groups if I need to. I can change the group name if I wanted to. So I want to call them, let's say Wally for this first group. And my second group, I'm going to rename them to, let's do C3P. All right, so we're going to update that group, and we have our 2 groups ready to go. Then I'll click done. Okay, so now I have these 2 groups in here. I'm going to adjust this so that the students can edit together in their groups. You saw how I did that? Clicked on the 3 dots, and now students edit together in their groups. So when I send this assignment out to them, let's go ahead and fill in some of this information. Oh, sorry. And I would normally, again, guys, make sure that you put in your instructions here. So you would type this whole sweet thing in here, but I'm not going to waste your time with me just typing. I'm going to add my point values, so 100%, and I can set, all the same thing, standard stuff. So I'm going to put it in a certain channel, and I'm going to set my due dates, and let's assign this. Let's make sure it turned in by 4, not AM, but 4 PM. And we're going to do this for Friday. Friday of the future. All right, so now when I click assign to my students, here's that assignment here for me as a teacher. I can see I've sent out this history of robotics. So now when I click on it, this is the cool part. I can now see the groups together here. And when I look at their work, I can grade this whole group. Okay, so the students' work is all put together. They can work on this assignment together. So each of the kids can gather together in their class, in their team, and work on that PowerPoint together. They can work outside, outside of class if they need to get this assignment done. When it's all said and done, I am just grading that whole group, so I don't have to, focus on one kid to turn it in. Just all of that assignment, everything is done. In one big place, and I could follow along with them as they go by clicking on their work. You can see here, this is the PowerPoint that they'll be working on. They haven't obviously started yet, and we can go ahead and work through that together.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Hey team, Future Steve here. Just realized, or just noticed, I did not mention this in this video when I was originally recording it, but in the assignments area for this group assignment that we've created, let me discard this real quick. In this group assignment area, if you open their workup, and let's say for whatever reason I do want to individually grade these students, I can also do that as well. So I just wanted to share with you guys, you can also individually grade each student in the group if you need to. So you just have to open their assignment, click on this area right here where it says grade students individually. And let's say, again, in this scenario, one of the students was kicking back and relaxing, and I want to adjust their grade a little bit, I can do that. So you have the option to grade as a whole group or grade the students individually. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. That is a easy, simple way of creating a group assignment in our assignment feature. All right, so go ahead and give that a try. Hope this helps, guys. Have a good one.